Hey, welcome back. We're going to go over our independent practice before the exit ticket. First, number one, we want to classify this triangle as scalene, isosceles, or equilateral based on the sides. I'm going to look at all three of these side lengths, 95 inches, 95 inches, 95 inches. Those are all the same, so they're all equal. I have 1, 2, 3 equal sides, so I know this is an equilateral triangle. Anytime I have 3 equal sides in length, it is an equilateral triangle. Number two, we're going to classify this triangle as scalene, isosceles, or equilateral based on the sides. I'm going to use just some drawings just to help me out. I know these dashes, right? When you have the same number of dashes on the side length, it means they are equal in length. So I see here that line BA and line BC are equal, but AC is not equal. So I'm going to use a different color, is not equal to those two lines. So I have two sides that are equal. Whenever we have two sides that are equal, I can go back and look at my trusty notes, and I see two sides that are equal, two congruent sides or angles is an isosceles triangle. For number three, we are given the side lengths instead of the dashes, and I see I'm not going to pay attention to the angles, but I'm going to pay attention to the sides on the outside. I'm not going to pay attention to the angles. So the sides here, sides here, sides here. The reason I know those are sides are not only are they on the outside of my shape, but also they have a side length in meters, whereas the angles have this degree sign here that tells me it's an angle. 36 meters, 36 meters, 36 meters. I have 3 equal sides. Whenever I have 3 equal sides, it is an equilateral triangle. Moving on. Based on this triangle, what type of triangle is this? Based on the angles. Now I'm looking at the angles. This is a little review from earlier last week. I got 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. I know that 90 degrees equals my L, or my right angle. 60, 60, and 60 is all less. So I have 3 acute angles. And whenever you have 3 acute angles, you got a small little acute triangle. And now we're going to classify this angle as a triangle based on scalene, isosceles, equilateral. So again, I'm looking at the side lengths, 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards. I see I have 2 sides that have the equal length. Whenever I have 2 sides with an equal length, it is an isosceles triangle. If you got that, yourself 2 pats on the back. Now we're going to look at the angles. I see here 120 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. 90 degrees, remember, is my right angle. 120 degrees is greater than, or wider than, or bigger than 90 degrees. So this is an obtuse. I got 1 obby, and I got 2 acute. Whenever I have 1 obtuse angle, I know that the triangle is an obtuse triangle. 1 obtuse, just 1. That's all I need. Doing the same thing here now based on the sides. So I'm going to look again for my sides. My sides here are 56 meters, 65 millimeters, and 56 millimeters. I have 2 equal sides. So again, this is an isosceles triangle. And then looking at the angles, I only need to look at 1 angle here, right here. That square tells me that it's 90 degrees, or a right angle, making that L. So that means that this triangle has to be a right triangle. Now it's time for the code word that you need. The code word is easy. You're the code word easy. You're the ticket.